Hello, my name is Natasha Daniels, Corporate Chef Administrator for Rational USA, and what I'm going to do is show you how to saute vegetables. And to do that, I'm going to cook them utilizing the iVario Pro. So let's get started. First and foremost, what I want to do is get started with our mushrooms. So mushrooms can be something that's a little bit finicky to cook and to saute, just because some of them can have a lot of water. So what I'm gonna do is put some oil inside the pan here, and then I'm gonna add our mushrooms. All right, there we go. And so from here, I'm just gonna give this one quick stir. Make sure all of the mushrooms are coated. And then from there, we're gonna let them cook. So again, with mushrooms, there's a couple things you wanna keep in mind. Number one, you wanna start with high heat. Again, because some of them can have a lot of water in them, you wanna make sure that you have the opportunity to get the sear right off of the bat. In addition, you wanna make sure not to add any of your maybe aromatics or any seasonings while you're cooking them as well, because this will promote some of that water coming out of the vegetables. So what we want is to let them saute, to let them sear, and what we're doing is giving them the opportunity to do just that. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna switch gears and talk about the peppers and the onions. So on this side of the iVario, we're gonna also add some oil to the pan, and then we're gonna start to add in our ingredients. So I've got two different types of onions. Gonna add those. And then I've got our peppers, just a variety of different colors. All right, so I'll give this one stir. I'm using our iVario spatula. It's really nice and ergonomic for when you're cooking on this piece of equipment. Okay, so there we go. On this side, we're utilizing more of a medium heat because sometimes onions can have a lot of sugar, same thing with peppers. So you wanna make sure that you can let them have time in the pan to cook and soften up. So this is something to be in mind of when you're cooking items like this. So the next item that we're going to saute now is one of my favorite types of vegetables, and that is a green. So anything like a Swiss chard, a kale, collards, those are the ones that I like to eat, so they're the ones that I like to cook. So what I'm gonna do is just go in with our oil here, and then what I'm gonna do is add first in the stems. So with greens, you can actually utilize the stems. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go in with those first, because the greens, the tops, don't really need that much time to cook and to wilt down. We still want them to have some integrity, so they only really need about a minute inside of the pan. So first and foremost, we'll go in, got some garlic, got our Swiss chard stems. From here, just gonna give this a quick toss. All right, that smells super, super good. So I'm gonna go in with just a little bit more oil. Gonna add in our greens. All right. And then from here, we're just gonna add in a touch of water into the pan just to kind of help them wilt down. So I'm gonna use our water dispenser here. And then I'm gonna give this just a quick toss. All right, that looks beautiful. Smells really garlicky. And just like that, we can see that volume has just really shrunk down. I still like it to have a little bit of bounce to it. So for me, warm through is just good enough. If you wanted to, you could even let this go a little bit more as well. So I also have just a little bit of herbs. So I just wanna add in a little bit of thyme, a little bit of rosemary to our greens, just to make those flavors all come together. Give this one last toss, and then we'll be able to make a very nice plate. So I've got some of our mushrooms here. We've got a little bit of our greens. There we go. And then we've got some of our peppers and onions. All right. So there you have it, a very nice plate, beautiful. We can see all of these vegetables are looking good, nicely sauteed, and that's it.